Mic check, mic check, mic check. Hey there. Happy Venus Day. I hope you're doing well. I am the truth, and you are too. Welcome to this week's Venus Day deck pool reading. Everything you need to know pertaining to me and my services is located in the description box of this video below. For this week's Venus Day deck pool reading, I'll be channeling with dearest Jesus, who is supporting the collective's highest good and the highest good. If you look up Jesus, you will see that he's known by many things. He's known as Jesus Christ, Jesus of Nazareth. Sometimes they call him Yeshua, sometimes they call him Jesus or whatnot. He's the son of Mary and Joseph. He is the son of God. He is known as a Jewish or a Christian leader. He is known to have saved and delivered humanity from evil, from sin. He's also known as the Messiah and the Anointed. I asked Jesus myself, who are you? And how would you like for me to describe you? And the following came up. The zodiac sign Libra came up. And also he said the following: cutting something off, ending something, separating from something to correct, redirect, refocus on joy, happiness. For new beginnings, you will need to pack light and peace, rest, centered, calm, restoring harmony, brighter days. And that's There's Jesus for you, and I'll be channeling with him for this week's Venus Day deck for reading. If you hear any extra sounds during this reading, I apologize in advance. Life is lifing, and I don't want to let it get too much. Like, comment, share, and subscribe. That's very much appreciated, and it's helpful. Let's begin this week's Venus Day deck for reading. So for this week's Venus Day deck for reading, the topic is love yourself. The first card to come out is the Six of Swords. Second card to come out is the House of God. What's this? Okay, yeah. Second card to come out is the House of God, which is the Tower card. Third card to come out is the Three of Wands. Oh, Two of Wands, sorry. The fourth card to come out is the Five of Swords. The sixth card to come out is, no, sorry. So 1, 2, 3, 4. The fifth card to come out is the King of Cups. The sixth card to come out is the Nine of Swords. The seventh card to come out is the Hangman. The eighth card to come out is the Ace of Swords. The ninth card to come out is the Four of Cups. And the 10th and last card to come out is the Five of Wands. Bottom of the deck, which is a summary of all of that, is the Five of Coins. And top of the deck, usually watching this right now, is the High Priestess. I don't know. So far, I kind of got something about like leaving Sodom and Gomorrah, and then rising above conflict, leaving conflict behind. Yeah, leaving Sodom and Gomorrah, rising above conflict, leaving the conflict behind. There's something here about balance, about choosing, making the decision. There's something about like stability, keeping your stability. Maybe something that has to do with like resources in a way. There could be something about senses or whatnot, like smelling, hearing, feeling, like sensations. And it low key kind of feels like, you know, it's part of, I said this for some of the readings or sometime or whatever. There's like something about like using your senses as like intuition or like guiding you. And then I'm just got a flash of like when you're doing CPR and whatnot, what they tell you to do is before you like step into a situation or whatnot, at least like from what I learned from it, before you step into a situation, you're supposed to look around, you're supposed to see if you smell something, if you feel a weird vibe or whatnot, um, before you step into a situation or whatnot when it comes to CPR. So it's just stuff like that. Some of y'all could be seeing 555 a lot, or you will be. There's something here with 555. There's something about change, something about maybe children or your inner child, something about expressing, maybe something playful or something. I kind of get like a little bit of like even like with children, how like your children could sense things or whatnot. At least when I was younger, I could sense things, but sometimes you don't know what it is. And it's going back to where I was saying with the CPR. Like before you like step into a situation, you're supposed to like sense everything. You're supposed to like look. You're not supposed to just go into it. You're supposed to just look, see if there's stuff going on, so it's and to make sure it's safe enough for you to go forward or whatnot. And then it's just giving me a relation to like children and like they sense things. Maybe there's something with like children and them sensing things changing or sensing stuff, but then you kind of grow out of it sometimes because like of how like the world affects you or and all that stuff. It hardens you and you lose those senses or whatnot. But it's giving me that. And then innocence versus inner sense. And then yeah, there's just like ascending number, like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. There's something about moving forward, expansion, ascending, growing, building something maybe. And there could be something about like moving forward and like just sensing your way through. Yes, moving forward and sensing your way through. Yeah, something about moving forward and sensing your way through. Um, sense like, and there's something about choice. And then here we go again with Beauty and the Beast, the like animation, the original one, where like her father went out to something is very clear. something's very clear. And we're getting back to the clear senses again. There's something about also like what you call it, moving forward. And then there's the whole thing with the Beauty and the Beast thing again, where he was like going out to, sell his stuff. And when it came to the fork in the road, he had a choice to go this way or that way. And it was very obvious which way, through like the senses, through the sounds of like how it sounded, and through like what it looked like. It was obvious to go a certain way, but he went the other way, even though it sounded worse, it looked worse. So it's something about choice and like which way you're going towards. Be logical. Give me a second, real quick. Sorry. Okay. And then you need to. I feel like there's something about ego death, or like there's gonna come to a point where things come to a head where like you need to actually like trust your intuition. You need to trust into it, need to fall into your intuition. And then there's something about change and shift, like change and shift, and something intuitive about that. Yeah, trust yourself, trust your intuition, trust like what you know. Also, be careful. There's something about like I'm gonna leave that there. Even though Eight of Swords is not here, I don't know if there's like nerves or like just not wanting to see something or whatnot is blocking what is obvious. That's blocking the forward movement. That's blocking your logic. And then let me read the Four of Cups really quick. Says the exhale, take a normal pause to integrate all the whirlwind of emotions that have come before. Settle into the emotional stability that comes from integration, and take a pause for quiet time after intense bliss or an emotional stir up. You are realizing that everything is coming to you that you've been manifesting. Now it is time to settle the waters of the mind to receive it. Stabilization is needed. Work with the colors blue and gold surrounding you like an egg to help stabilize your emotional field. There's something about understanding, overall understanding of things, and emotional regulation. Okay. Is that all? Yes. No. And yeah, there's just something about making a choice. So either some of y'all are like y'all doing what Belle's father did. Like some of y'all are doing that for sure. You're like, there's something about choosing. It could be either that, like be careful of that, or whoever's around you, whatever, however you take it, like just be careful of choosing like conflict going into the wins and stuff like that. Maybe this is the way you have to go through. Just be. I'm just gonna point it out. It just feels like something about choosing to go through the storm, the toxicity, and I don't know if it's like beneficial or whatever it is for anyone. Also, in the midst of like a storm, in the midst of the winds, just like a tree, stand tall, stand very firm. I feel like people need to be very aware or just be cautious of like what you're moving towards, what you're choosing. I feel like something feels I don't know if like something in terms of like whatever it is like might be bringing people into like a lack mindset or making people feel nervous or anxious or something like that. Even though there's a clear way forward and stuff like that. And then yeah, it's like in the same place again. A whole thing about like things are changing, there's an upheaval. There could be some type of ego death, but it's very important to trust, like fall into your intuition, into divine wisdom. It feels like this is very vague, but like earthly things, but it could be a lot of things that could just be stirring up people's nerves or whatnot. And it could be like a lack in something. Yeah, your path is very clear. The path is very clear. The choice is very clear. The truth is very clear. There's something about letting go of conflict again. Maybe even ignoring it, disassociating from it. And then there's something about emotional regulation as like during toxicity, during conflict, as the winds start to pick up. And then it's very interesting because I am channeling from Jesus right now. And it's given that I've been getting that in my head a lot. Forgive them, Lord, for they know not what they're doing. So there's something about that as well. Like that has been repeating a lot in my head. Forgive them, Lord, for they know not what they're doing. It starts out with the Six of Swords. And then it's the Tower card, the House of God. Ooh, it looks like the Tower of Babel as well, a little bit. It looks like what they described the Tower of Babel, the House of God, the card. It looks like what they described in the Tower of Babel or whatnot. When, dude was trying to, you could look up the story. I'm really not going to sit here and explain it. but also it gave me like once someone like moves forward, chooses to move forward, chooses to see the truth and move in that way, everything falls apart. Basically, everything that you're moving away from and away from, it starts like changing and tumbling. Or there's something about seeing the truth about like about, you know, Babylon falling or whatever. And it gave me the Sodom and Gomorrah type of thing, where Sodom and Gomorrah was a whole bunch of BS, but the people who, like, you know, were faithful to God and all that stuff, the angels were sent to the family to lead them out of Sodom and Gomorrah, so Sodom and Gomorrah could be destroyed with all this BS, and the people who actually were children of God were able to be saved from that and walk away from that. Don't look back. The path forward is definitely very clear. There could be some type of ego death too, or just like something that may have been built on like illusions or not true or not real or something like that. Only to just and it's like peeling off like the layers and all that stuff, only to like reveal what is like clear, what is actually true. I want people to be, is either like, and that's what I mean, take it in whatever way you need to. It could be the whole thing of the road less traveled or whatnot, and sometimes it is a rocky road or whatnot, or there's something about coming out of some type of BS, and like it could be rocky on the way out of some type of BS, um but it's like towards freedom to come out of something. Sometimes you gotta dig yourself out of it. Or the road less travel towards the end. There's like a rainbow, or at the end, it's rewarding at the end. Um, Also, again, like maybe there's something about like even though there's conflict, needing to like be very headstrong, be very steadfast, and be like a tree, and stay a very sturdy tree, and stay very still be you, stay on your path, keep your eye on God despite all of the winds, all of the chaos going on or whatnot. I also want y'all to be very cautious of like being like going towards toxicity, like walking yourself into BS if that is something or whatnot. And something about understanding. I feel like there's something about emotional regulation. There could be a lot of like nerves going around or whatnot. Emotional regulation. Surrender. Let go. And something about sometimes the truth seems crazier than what the lie is. Surrender to the truth. Be open to the truth. And this reminded me of times when I was really getting into like a deep meditation, and like I just had to like surrender and let go and allow energies or whatnot. And sometimes like I will be fidgety, but I will allow the energies just to move through me. Yeah, there's a lot of letting go and the truth, detaching from toxicity. Overall, this whole entire thing feels like some type of emptiness, some type of breakdown of something. Some type of emptiness, some type of breakdown of something. It could be with like other people or whatever you thought you were in alignment with, or something with alignment or whatnot. It could be just overall about alignment, so things are shifting and aligning the way it needs to align. Or it could be something about like whatever you thought you were in alignment with, whoever you thought you were in alignment with, it's actually empty. It's not real. And maybe there's something about shifting with what is real, what is actual love. You, as you're watching this right now, top of the deck, the High Priestess. Be open to divine wisdom. I feel like the veil is very thin. Listen to intuition. It is what it is. Yes. And yeah. The truth could hurt, but I mean, it's the truth. There's something about divine wisdom. That's crazy. That's what I mean, like, and it's just so hard to put it into words, and to put it specifically, there's just something about, like, things aren't real. Like, a lot of things aren't real, and, like, it seems so real, and, like, for some reason it could, but it's not true. It's always, like, a deeper reason or a deeper meaning to it. Okay, so to clarify this whole entire spread, you got the Death card, you got the Seven of Swords, and you got the Seven of Pentacles in reverse. I don't think this comes in reverse, but I'll just leave it, whatever. And then you got the Oracle card, Autumn, Bounty, and Balance. There's something about the rabbit and the hare. There's a lot about like trickery, and it's just in a lot of ways. I just wish like we like people, because I don't want to say we, because I'm just not like that. But there's certain, I don't know. Sometimes I just wish I could just go through life without having to. How can I have been like word it? Sometimes I just wish I could go through life without having to worry about like being needing to be strategic, because like people are liars and cheaters. There's a lot. There's a lot of people who are, even if they think that they're not. I don't know. Like, and then people are out here talking about like neurodivergent and being autistic, and oh how like you're neurodivergent, you're autistic if like you take things literal, and it's like, shouldn't I? Isn't that what communication and words are supposed to be? Why are we speaking in between the lines? Why are we tricking with our words? Why? Why do I have to, when you're telling me I love you, right? Why do I have to figure out what the tone was? Why do I have to observe, like, why do I have to figure out if you actually love me or if you're just like saying it? Like, why? I just can't, I don't even know how to explain it. It's just so much trickery and bullshit in the world. I don't care. Like, I just genuinely don't care. I just want to literally live my fucking life. Like, and then it's like, well, you have to play the game. It's like, I don't want to play any games. mm, there's a little bit of like this energy. I'm just finding such problems with it. Like, it's annoying. Like, why do I have to do that? I'm sorry, hold on. This is why I want to go away from everybody, so I don't have to do that. Mm. There's something about the rabbit and the hare or whatnot. The rabbit and the hare. If you know the story or whatnot. Is it a rabbit in here, or the hare and the tortoise or something or whatnot? The hare and the tortoise. I don't remember the story. It's something about that. The hare, the rabbit, and the tortoise or something. Um Also, there's something about possibly like, I feel like trickster energy, but it's like mis is what I was a little bit talking about yesterday, or one of the readings, where it's like the Doctor Sleep movie, where like I said, there was this woman that was just like, she was a trickster, and she was one of those people that like knew how to astral project, and she was just using it for BS or whatnot, to hurt people, to do all that stuff, and basically she was trying to do it to the little girl and the guy or whatever, and the little girl tricked her or whatnot. So it's like tricking the trickster, um, good trickery. I don't know. I I know I don't know. It's just like I just don't like the trickery. I don't like the trickery, the the one-upping, you gotta do this, because I kind of just care about myself, okay? Like, at the end of the day, like, if this is all I gotta do to interact with people and get through life, like, I just care about myself, okay? Mm, there's something there about that. There's some type of transformation, change going on. It's like a breakdown of something, but it's like it's either to make way for something new to come in, or it's like death and bringing down of something that's like BS, that's not in flow or whatnot, just to like bring things back into flow, to bring things that are progressive and quote unquote good, positive. Yeah, and then there's something about leaving something behind and going towards better, um, or moving forward, moving away from something. And this could be mentally, this could be literally, it could be both, energetically, whatever. And there's a little bit of um, like I said, Sodom and Gomorrah. That could be a metaphor or whatever. And like when, as soon as you leave or you go forward, you progress or something like that, go towards what it is, whatever you're leaving behind is, it just starts crumbling down. It starts giving out or whatnot. It's a little bit of like maybe holding something. It's like Ten of Wands. It's holding something and then like holding all of it up or whatnot, and it's surviving on holding on to something. And then once you just let it go, it all falls. Maybe some of y'all, you know what your path is. It's very clear, but you gotta like throw people off your path. Especially like what I said with Dr. Sleep, like people trying to like sneakily and trick and all this stuff, predators and everything like that. You gotta throw them off. Also, you yourself don't be tricked as well. There we go again. Forgive them, Lord, for they not know what they're doing. Something about that. That's crazy too. I don't know if there's something about digging somebody's own grave. Forgive them, Lord, for they not know what they're doing. Something about letting go. This letting go, having an understanding of something and letting go of the toxicity, the conflict. Let people argue with themselves, play with themselves. And just like the title says, love yourself, put your own and the energy in your own self. Let people run themselves into a quick death. Hmm. We have autumn, bounty, balance. Autumn is a time to slow down. The high energy of summer's expansion calms and turns to a slower rhythm. There is a space for acknowledgement and gratitude as the intense production of the previous season yields a crop. The autumn equinox is a time of balance when the hours of daylight and night are equal. The autumn card reminds you that balance is important, whether it means balance in work with appreciation for the harvest or balance in intake and output of energy. Don't overtax yourself. Remember to refuel in times of hard work. Reflection. Have you been successful when it comes to balancing your work and personal life? If not, how can you strike a better balance? Okay, so that definitely clarified it. Yeah, let people run themselves into a quick death if they want to. If you're instructed to like do certain things, but like the world is doing other things, ignore the world and do what you're instructed to do. That's why I always say, like, you check with yourself first, you do your own stuff, and then you fall into the other things. And other things are actually, no, you don't fall into other things. Other things that has to be confirmation. When you so think say like readings or whatever, right? You're getting readings, you supposed to already be like channeling with yourself, with what you're in connection with. You're supposed to do that yourself, and then everything else needs to be confirmation. If something is saying something different from what you have yourself channeled and connected with, that is not confirmation. Even when like the world is saying something else, and I just can't help but keep on like saying like people who have been saying stuff from the longest, and everybody keeps on like making it seem like this person is crazy or that makes no sense. The truth is literally more crazy than the lie, the trick. And then like when stuff evidence actually starts coming out, like physical, and the physical, the unseen starts becoming seen, that's when people get on board. Like, nah, mm-mm. And it happens like all the time for the longest. I'm trying to adapt to that shit too. Is like, how many times do we all gotta just keep going through stuff to really get the lesson? And hmm okay, all right, I'll do it. All right, I'll do it. Um, the zodiac signs we have here are Aries, Scorpio. Scorpio very heavy. Aries, Scorpio, Pisces. Pisces very heavy. Pisces is coming up pretty soon, in like a week or two, a week and a half. Yeah, that's all. So yeah, Aries, wow, or Aries, Scorpio, and Pisces. That's heavy ass truth. Like all of those together is like showing like the unseen and the truth, like the quote unquote conspiracy theories. Um, but they're true. You could be into the science of science, could be in chart, could be the energy of this reading, it could be anybody around you, it could be the planetary placements. Like I said, Pisces is coming up in a bit. We have here bismuth, and it's a gemstone. It's used for the following. It eases symptoms of isolation, both emotional and spiritual. It's great too. That's what I mean. It might be the road less travel thing. It might be the road less travel. Some people may be feeling nervous. The nerves are up. I don't know if you're one of those people that are scared of being alone. Get used to it. There's something about feeling this emptiness in like connections or something like that, or some type of false like alignment or something like that, and things need to actually be aligned. It's killing the illusion. um, so yeah, bismuth eases symptoms of isolation, both emotional and spiritual. It's great to work with during open-eyed meditation, introspection, and contemplation. It helps with technical skills such as computers, programs, non-traditional solutions to problems. It helps with shifting perspectives, seeing possibilities. It helps entrepreneurs with focus and determination. It helps deeply process thoughts, feelings, and needs, and it helps with vitality and focus. hmm There's something about you need to see the truth, and like I said yesterday, wake up and stay awake. There's, I feel like things sometimes entrepreneurs like experience this type of stuff because majority of the world and the matrix or whatever y'all want to call it wants us to be in like this collective. For short it's a lot of things, but for short, what you call it, 9 to 5, but it's more than that. And it's because like they just want to keep us their foot on our neck type of thing, foot on our neck. And if we get out of place, like it's like consequences for like not keeping their foot on our neck. Like, ugh, I'm sorry. Rainbow, we got good omen, good meaning. Rainbow, the good omen, the good meaning, has a number 2, and it says stability in both all realms, knowing, confidence, solid, stability, balance. I know my energy, unswayable, immovable. And that's over where I was saying, yeah, like to detach from the bull, forgive them, Lord, for they not know what they're doing, be like a tree, and stand in the storm. We have here Wunjo, Wunjo, and it means joy, comfort. What does it say? Joy, comfort, and pleasure. So I mean, you gotta trust. There's something about as long as you trust your intuition, your clear senses, you gotta trust. You gotta trust it. You gotta trust God. You gotta trust whoever. You gotta trust yourself. Trust your clear senses and all that stuff. That will lead you to like peace, to whatnot. And then we have here school, the bad omen, the bad meaning. I think we got that yesterday. I'm not sure, or whatever the days. Then it has Cancer here. It says energetic, subconscious, underneath, harmony, know oneself, know one's path, knowing one's energy, magic, intuitive, overall unlocked, dormant power, energy, magic. Can't quite put your finger on it. I feel like you gotta just like hone in your power, accept your power. It's like a god, like it's kind of like Harry Potter when what's his name was like, "You're a wizard, Harry," and then the whole journey of Harry Potter, of him finally towards the end, like just standing, oh my gosh, wow. Mm-hmm. Yeah. I feel like even though I feel like the whole time it was just a journey of Harry Potter honing in and accepting who he is and his power, and then at the end finally um you know honing it all in, and at some point he did do trickery, you know what I mean? He made Voldemort so fucking hilarious. If you really see a Harry Potter fan, you'll know what I'm talking about. Like at the end or whatever, like Voldemort thought he killed him. He's dead, ha 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 ha. He's dead, ha 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 ha. While they're running themselves into a grave or whatnot, but it's only he was tricking them or whatnot, so they could defeat Voldemort and his gang. Da da da. It's that whole thing, and it's the whole thing about you're a wizard, Harry. And he's like, I cannot be a wizard. I can't possibly be. Yes, you are. And then this came out as well. And what else is this? And then we have here pedantic, a noun that means a person who is excessively concerned with minor details and rules or with displaying academic learning. Something about rising above that or whatnot. Not needing to prove yourself. Sometimes book smart is very limiting, and you need to be not only book smart, yes, you need to read and know your history and know certain things, know what things are and used for and everything, but at some point you do gotta fall into like the trust. You gotta fall into trusting yourself, trusting um the energies that be that's supporting our highest good and the highest good. You need to have a balance of that, you know what I mean? But sometimes I feel at points we do need to have more like faith and like there's air, right? We have air, but you can't see it, but you can feel it. We are breathing it. Whenever it's taken away from us, even though we can't see it, whenever it's taken away from us, we literally die. So that's that for this week's Venus Day deck per reading. The topic: love yourself, trust yourself. If you would like a personal reading, you can visit my link tree or you can email me a set a day and time. They both will be in the description box for you to see. Like, comment, share, and subscribe. It's very much appreciated and it's helpful. And peace out, guys.